Hello everyone, this is Maria from LittleKnits, and this is the part 2 of our bee outfit video tutorial. And in this part 2 we will work the sleeves. For the sleeves I will use double pointed needles, 3 double pointed needles. You can use what type of needles you like more to work sleeves. I have the same number, 4.5 millimeter or US 7. And of course we are working the sleeve in circular. In total we will work 44 rows in stockinette stitch, in knit stitch, because we are working circular. And on row 45 we will cast off the stitches. And let's get started. So I am picking up my work with the work facing you, with the part with the buttonholes facing you. We will start with the left sleeve, because this is the left sleeve, even if you now you see as a right sleeve, is in fact is the left sleeve. I will take my yarn. Remember that we are making the sleeves in black color, so it will be a big challenge for me to give you the, I don't know if the perfect explanations, but I will try my best to give you the best explanations, so you don't have any problem working this part. Okay, so I am turning the work like this. I will place inside any tail I have here, because I don't want to bother me. Okay, what we are gonna do is to pick up in total 36 stitches, and we will pick up 18 stitches from the underarm until the shoulder, and 18 stitches from the shoulder back to underarm. And at the same time we are not just picking up the stitches, we are working the first row. Okay, so of course this is a part where you can pick up more than 18 stitches, but we don't need more than 18 stitches for a newborn sleeve. And let's see, leaving a tail, because at the end we need to maybe sew a little bit underarm. I'm taking 2 needles and I will start to pick up and knit the first stitch as this. This is the middle of the underarm, and I will pick up like this. This is my first stitch. 1. I go next, try to pick up 2 strands of yarn for 1 stitch. So this is my second stitch. I will pull here the first and make 1 knot and another one to secure my first stitch and continue. So I have 2 stitches. I will pick another one, 3, let's see, another one, 4, another one, 5, another one, 6, another one, 7, another one, 8, another one, 9, another one, 10, another one, 11, the reason I am picking up the stitches on the front side of the work is because after working first row you will feel here, if you touch, a different texture, and this has to be on the back of your work. Okay, so we have 11 stitches. We need 7 more for this half of a sleeve. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. If you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a half of a strip. So you can pick up, so 2, 4, 5, you can pick up, let's say, 3 stitches from every strip and 2 or 3 from this half. Okay, now I will turn my work like this, and I am picking up another double pointed needle and continue to pick up stitches. I will pick up and I will count again from 1 for the other half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 'I am at the part of underarm. So this is 17. And my last stitch, 18. I want to count again the stitches from my second needle just to be sure I have the right number. It's not a problem if you forgot one stitch. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Oh my god, I have one less stitch. Let's see again. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Yes, I have one stitch less. I will pick up another. And I think I will count again. My first needle too. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh my god, here I have one more. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. No, it's okay. 18 and 18. I'm sorry for this. Okay, so we have 18 and 18, 36 in total. Now we will make again here another knot, even 2, and I will place this tail inside of my work like this. Now, so this was row 1. What I want you to make, I have a manual row counter that I just don't like to use. What I will do is to make 7 tails with a different yarn, because these will be my markers, because I will need to decrease and I want to see how many decreases I've made and to count the rows. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more. You will see right away why it's more easy like this, because this color is already hard to knit and it's harder to see the stitches. Okay, so this was row 1. Continue to work until you reach row 5. So this will be row 2. We need 5 rows first to knit 5 rows. This is row 2. I've done the stitches from my first needle. I will turn the work like this, and I will continue to work on row 2. The first rows are a little bit harder because we just pick up stitches and we need to work more to feel more easier the stitches. Okay, so this is row 2, and now I am turning again my work. I am starting row 3. Like this. I am working a little bit faster, but remember, I am only knitting, so it's nothing very, very important to see. So I am at row 3. Two more rows, and then we can start to decrease. We will decrease on every 6th row, and after the decrease row we will place my marker. Sorry, this is row 4. I really have very small place here because my needles are touching the table. And it's a little harder. If you are hearing noise, I'm sorry. I hope it won't bother you so bad. Okay, so I am about to finish row 4. Okay, now we can start row 5. I wish you could see better how the work looks so far. Okay, row 5 is the last row before our decrease row. So continue to knit. Almost done with row 5. If you are not comfortable with knitting these sleeves in round, you can work back and forth in stockinette stitch following the same instruction. And at the end, you only need to sew here. But maybe this will help you for the sleeves. But the rest of a slipper, you need to work circular. I'm sorry. I hope you, if you don't have a lot of experience with circular knitting, maybe this will be a way for you to practice more, because once you get used with this method, I can assure you that you will never want to knit back and forth and then sew at the end. It's more easy circular, and the product, for example, you are working at the end, it will look totally different, much better. Okay, so I've done 5 rows, and now it's time to make the first decrease. On every 6th row, we will decrease 2 stitches. 1 stitch, it will be after the first stitch of the beginning of the row, and the second stitch will be before the last stitch of the row, and we will work like this. We will knit the first stitch, knit the second stitch, knit the third stitch, and now I will pick up the second stitch and I will pass over this stitch over my next one. And this is the first decrease. Now I will continue to knit until I reach my last 3 stitches on this row. So careful, not my last 3 stitches on this needle. My last 3 stitches on the row are here at the end. So continue to knit. In total, we will decrease 7 times on 7 rows. No, sorry. So continue to knit until the last 3 stitches on your row. So these are my last 3 stitches, and now I need to make one more decrease. I am slipping the first stitch as if I knit on my right needle. Then I will knit the next stitch. A second. Oh, sorry, I spoke in my language. I wanted to say it just a second. Okay, so knit the next stitch and then pass over this slipped stitch over the next one, and then knit the last stitch. So this was our decrease row. Now if we count the stitches, we will have 17 stitches on one needle and 17 stitches on the second needle. In total now we have 34 stitches, and decreasing like this the sleeve will look like this. Let me show you the shape. You see? Like this. So we are not decreasing on this part, only here at the part on the underarm. Okay, now we have 6 rows until now. It's time to place a marker. This is my first marker. As I said, in total we will have 7 markers like this. We started with 36 stitches at the beginning of our sleeve, and at the end, actually we will end the sleeve with just a second, 22 stitches. Now what we need to do is to continue to work. You can count again from 1, or you can continue to count from where you left. I have here with my marker row 6. Let's see, this will be row 7. Okay, but I think it's more easy for you to count from 1, because I've already told you that we in total need to work 44 rows, and on row 45 we need to decrease. So this will be row 7. Row 7. Okay, now I will start row 9, row 8. So row 8, and we continue to knit until row 11. On row 12 we will make again a decrease. So I will come back after my row 11. Okay, continue to work in knit stitch. I just finished row 11. I want to show you how the work looks so far. And now we will work row 12, which is a decrease row, and we will proceed like this. So first, remember, we need to knit 1 stitch, and then knit the second, knit the third, and now I will pick up my second stitch and pass over the next one. And I have a decrease. Now I will continue to knit until I reach my last 3 stitches on my row. So continue to knit until the last 3 stitches. I am almost there. So my last 3 stitches, I will slip the first stitch as if I knit, then I knit the next stitch, and then I will pass this slip stitch over the next one, and then I will knit the last stitch, and again we've made a decrease. I'm so sorry that you can see how it looks very well. So this was row 12, and now we need to place again a marker, or at least I need for sure to place another marker here. And in case I forget how many rows I have knit so far, I can count very easy. Until here I have 6 rows, until here I have another 6, so 12 in total. Now we need to continue to knit another 5 rows before the next decrease. So we are starting row 13, which means that we need to knit until row 17. Okay, so this is row 13. Let's see. So this is row 13. Now I will start row 14. I will continue to knit my rows, and I will come back after my row 17. So continue to work until you reach row 17. I've done row 17. Now we can start row 18 and also to decrease on row 18. So first we knit the first stitch, knit the second, knit the third, and then pick up the second stitch and pass over the next stitch. Continue to knit until the last 3 stitches on this row. I'm almost there. My last 3 stitches, I will slip the first stitch as if I knit, then I will knit the next stitch and then pass over the slip stitch over the next one and knit the last stitch. So this was row 18. Now we need to place another marker. You should count 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 10, 12, 14, 15, 30 stitches in total. Now we continue to knit until we reach row 23. This is row 19 for me. And once again, I know this will be very long tutorial, but I want, in case is somebody at the beginning with the knitting, to understand how to work this outfit. So this was row 19 for me. I am starting row 20 and I will come back after row 23. So remember, continue to work until you reach row 23. I've done row 23 and now we are ready to decrease again. I want to show you how my work looks so far. I think you will like too the result. And let's make another decrease. Another decrease row. So row 24, knit one stitch, the second, knit the third, and then pick up the second stitch and pass over the next stitch, and then continue to knit until you reach your last 3 stitches on this row. This is probably the hardest video tutorial I've ever made so far, with so much steps, and my only wish is to give you the best step by step, so you don't have any problem making this outfit. So I reach my last 3 stitches, and again we are making a decrease by slipping as if you knit the first stitch and then knit the next stitch, and last step is to pass over the slipped stitch over the next one, and then knit the last stitch. And this, my friends, was row 24, and it's time to place another marker. Here And now we need to continue to knit. So this was row 24. We continue to knit until row 29. So this is row 25 for me right now. I just made an order of needles, of Chiago needles, and I will receive many pairs of bamboo double pointed needles. One of them a little shorter than this one from Zinc, and I can wait to receive them and to use them. Also, I will receive a beautiful set from Chiago, interchangeable needles. So yeah, my stash of needles was not complete. I need more. So this was row 25. Now we continue to knit until row 29, and I will come back with you for our next decreased row. Okay guys, so row 29 is complete, and now we can start row 30, which is also a decrease row, and we will work the same. Knit one stitch, knit the second, knit the third, and then pick up the middle stitch, the second stitch, and pass over the next stitch, and then continue to knit until you reach the last 3 stitches on the row. My son is playing, so it is possible to hear my son speaking. Okay, almost there, almost at my last 3 stitches. Here they are, my last 3 stitches. Now let's slip as if we knit this first stitch, then knit the next one. Now come back and pick up the slipped stitch and pass over the next stitch, and then knit the last stitch of the row. So this was row 30, and don't forget, if you choose to place markers like me, this is the moment where we need to place another marker. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And between each marker we have 6 rows. We've completed 30 rows until now. Let's continue to knit until we reach row 35. Just knit. And I will come back after my row 35. Row 35 is complete. Now we need to decrease again So we are starting row 36. And now we are knitting one stitch, the second stitch, the third stitch, and now pick up the second stitch and pass over the next stitch. Now continue to knit until you reach your last 3 stitches. My last 3 stitches, as you can see. Now slip the first, knit the next stitch, and pass over the slip stitch over the next stitch, and knit the last stitch. And this was row 36, and the moment where we need to place, when we need to place another marker. And continue. So this will be my row 37. And we need to continue to knit until we reach row 41. Okay, I will come back after I will complete row 41. Row 41 is complete. Now let's work row 42, and of course another and the last decrease of our first sleeve. So knit one stitch, knit the second, knit the third, and then pick up the second stitch and pass over the next stitch, and continue to knit until we reach the last 3 stitches. Oops. I am almost at my last 3 stitches. Here they are. And let's make the last decrease by slipping the first stitch, knitting the next one, and then pass over the slip stitch over the next stitch, and then knit the last stitch. And this was row 42. I will place again a marker here, even if it's not quite necessary, because this was the last decrease row and row 42. Now we need to knit two more rows, and then on the next row, after these 2 rows, we will cast off. So row 43 and 44 we are just knitting. My dog is sleeping next to me. I don't know if you can hear him. He's making some funny noise. Oh my god, this is crazy. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Okay, so this is row 43. I'm sorry. I hope you are laughing. If I am bringing you a smile on your face with this moment, I am very happy. Okay, so row, this was row 43. And now, Toto, Toto. Now we are working row 44. I was calling him and hoping he will not making those noises, but not a chance. Okay, so this is row 44. Remember, after row 42, which was a decrease row, we are working another 2 rows in knit stitch. So row 43 and 44 in knit stitch, and the last row, which I consider row 45, 45, is actually the cast off row. And this is what we are going to do now. I think you already know how I cast off if you have done one of my tutorials until now. If not, this is how I work. This needs to be a little loose cast off because here it will be the hand of the baby. And what I am gonna do, we will cast off, sorry, in knit stitch, and I always work together the stitches through the back loop. So first I am picking up my first 2 stitches and I will knit them together through the back loop and then drop them. Again, I am placing this stitch on my left needle, and again I am picking up 2 stitches through the back loop and knit them together. I'm sorry that you can see very well because of the color of the yarn. Again, place this stitch on your left needle and pick up 2 stitches together and knit them together through the back loop. And this is how we are casting off the sleeve, at least how I cast off. I found out that working like this, the cast off will not curl. So this is the reason I am making this cast off, because it's not curling. Okay, so always work together through the back loop 2 stitches. Okay, place this on your left needle and then pick up 2 stitches through the back loop and knit them together like this. it is important that after knit them together, do not pull like this the stitch, because then you will not have a loose cast off. Okay, so just like this, leave like this the stitch, and again knit 2 stitches together. Oh my god, I can't wait to hear this part of the tutorial to see if my dog can be heard, but I will leave this like this. I won't change. Usually I don't cut my videos because I am making just a very simple editing. I am not interested in making very special videos in the editing part. So continue to knit together 2 stitches through the back loop. We are almost done with this first sleeve. I will show you how it looks so far. I will start together with you the second sleeve, but I won't work step by step the second sleeve, because all you need to do is to work exactly the same as we did with this first sleeve. So this is my last stitch. I will cut the yarn, leaving a tail, a short tail, because later we need to wave this tail. Okay. Oh my god, my dog is just phenomenal. Okay, so this is our first sleeve. This is how it looks. These are our markers. So again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 markers are representing actually our 7 rows of decrease. Now I can take them off because I need them for my next sleeve. Let me show you together with the slipper that I already done. I am paying very careful with this one that I am making for this tutorial, because this together with this is actually a custom order for twins baby, and this is so sweet, and I need to have them ready soon to send them to their new home. Okay, so this is how it look. Now we can start the second sleeve. Okay, my dear friends, so we are about to start the second sleeve. Place your work like this, because we need to pick up the stitches for the second sleeve and at the same time work the first row of our second sleeve. I am turning my work like this, and I will start to pick up again 18 stitches from my underarm until the shoulder, and then another 18 stitches from the shoulder until the underarm. Remember that you have 5 complete strips here, and you can pick up 3 stitches in each of the strip, and here another 3 stitches. Let's see, using my double pointed needles and leaving a tail that we can sew at the end to secure the underarm. Pick up the first stitch here. And not only pick up, we also knit the first stitch. So this is 1, 2. After my second stitch, I will make 2 knots here to secure my first stitch. Otherwise, it will be very loose. And continue. So I have 2 stitches until now. This is my third. Four. So you see I am inserting and pick up my stitch and then knit this stitch. So I have 5 now. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I am at the shoulder part, half of the shoulder. 17 and 18. My 18 stitch is just where we join the parts together. Okay, now we are turning the work like this, picking up another needle and again starting to count from 1. We are picking up and knitting another 18 stitches. So this will be my first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. After picking up the stitches and work the first row, it is important to count again the stitches just to make sure we don't have less stitches. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and again 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, I can see the stitches once again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, so I have again 36 stitches. Now don't forget to make here 2 knots to secure the last stitch this time, and I will make together with you only until the first decrease, and then I will leave you to continue to work alone, following same instructions as we did for the first sleeve. So this will be a row 2 I am working now. And I will come back with you after I have 5 rows. So this is row 2 for me. I will come back after I complete my row 5. I have my first 5 rows completed, and now we can make the first decrease row, which will be row 6, and we work the same. Knit 1 stitch, first stitch, the second stitch, and the third stitch, and then pick up the second stitch and pass over the next stitch. And now continue to knit until you reach your last 3 stitches. Last 3 stitches on the row. I am almost there at my last 3 stitches. And here they are, my last 3 stitches. Now we need to slip the first stitch as if we knit, then knit the next stitch, and then pass over this slip stitch over the next one, and then knit the last stitch. And this is the moment where actually we need to place our first marker here. Okay, so from now on you are working exactly as we did for the first sleeve, which means that you will decrease on every 6th row. On every 6th row you decrease 2 stitches, one after the first one stitch after the first stitch on your row, and the 1 stitch before your last stitch on your row. You started with 36 stitches in total. You will decrease 7 times on every 6th row, and your last decrease will be on row 42. After row 42 you should count 22 stitches. After your last row decrease, after row 42, remember you need to work 2 rows more in knit stitch. So you will knit row 43, you will knit row 44, and on row 45 you need to cast off in knit stitch through the back loop. Is the best way, I think, so your last row here won't curl, your cast off won't curl. I will come back after I have my second sleeve complete and show you my progress. Okay, in case you need to see again how to work, you can always watch again the part of the first sleeve. I will come back after I have my second sleeve complete. I have finished my second sleeve. This is how the slipper progress so far, and now it's the moment when I wave all these tails. I found out that it's more easy to do this now and then continue to work the slipper. I won't insist very much with every tail, because anyway it's very hard to see what I am doing here, so trust in your ability of hiding these tails. and you will find more easy at the end. If you are hiding them in this moment of your work. Okay, so it is important to secure a tail if it is necessary. If you don't have a knot made, just be sure that your work would not undone. So I hope my step by step for this second part will help you to understand how to work the sleeves. I will continue to hide my remaining tails, and I would like to thank you again for watching this part 2. Don't forget to message me if you have any problem to understand any step of this process of knitting this slipper. And I will see you on part 3. Thank you very much.